So A'ja Wilson is almost certainly going to be the WNBA GOAT. I'm not going to lie. She is almost certainly going to be the GOAT. And I'm seeing a lot of tweets, and I actually kind of hate that me counterpointing this tweet ended up blowing up. Of all the tweets of mine that did blow up, this is one that I kind of hate because it is kind of dunking on A'ja Wilson. And it's not even dunking on A'ja Wilson. It looks that way. It does look that way. So I do want to apologize to the GOAT. To a future great. Not even future great. Future GOAT. A current great. A future GOAT of the WNBA game. And it is about A'ja Wilson and the Wilson deal. So a lot of people were complaining that Caitlyn Clark got the Wilson deal. And then saying it's the biggest fumble of all time not giving A'ja Wilson the Wilson deal. And the difference is that there is two. There's two different deals. There is the WNBA player icon deal. And then there is like the entirety of the the Caitlyn Clark deal where she has like 7 or 8 basketballs. The individual deal for a whole custom range of basketballs. And if you don't know anything about the custom range of balls, Caitlyn Clark sold out in like 2 hours. They had thousands. They had tens of thousands of basketballs and they sold it in 2 hours. And A'ja Wilson, like if they had done that, man, Wilson would have lost a lot of money. Before we get on to things, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We are trying to get to 25.5k subscribers by the end of the day. And, sorry, not 25.5, Jesus, 25.25. We're only 11 off. But basically, when it came to A'ja Wilson, she is the best. But you can see from this right here, the player icon balls. These came out way over a week ago, by the way. They were well over a week ago. The All-Star, by the way, I think I probably would have bought one of these balls if it was size 7. Like, just as a, considering a good Wilson, like, Evo NXT ball for $60, I would have bought that. Just because of how much I like those basketballs. But obviously, these are mini balls. And within 45 minutes, the Caitlyn Clark one sold out. Within about 45 minutes. And that's not an exaggeration. The ones that are still there, I don't know. Is Angel Reese still there? Yeah, Angel Reese is still there. And A'ja Wilson, by the way, the tweet complaining about Wilson not giving A'ja Wilson the big deal has had millions and millions of views. And all the replies are where, oh, I would have bought them myself. I would have bought one myself, even though I don't play. Like, if A'ja Wilson had a ball, I'd buy it. And A'ja Wilson does have a ball. No one bought it. Like, I really was hoping to log on today and see it sold out. And I do want to make this point is that these companies only see green. That's the only thing they want is, and they know, like Caitlyn Clark, as far as like selling stuff, I've never seen anything like it. This is Steph Curry. This is Steph Curry in Under Armour in 2015 all over again with Caitlyn Clark. Like, Caitlyn Clark's Nike shoes, I'm telling you, apparently they're not going to be released till 2026. No, you don't do that. Don't do that, Nike. Whatever your GT Cut 4s are, release them in like 4 months as the Caitlyn ones. Announce them, release them. Get Caitlyn Clark to try them out in the off-season. Heck, release them in October and let Caitlyn Clark play in them for a few games. Use your best technology, make the best shoe. Charge $150. What, you're charging $200 for GT Cut 3s? Your GT Cut 4s, I can guarantee you they're already. Make them $150. Put all the best tech in them. You're going to boom. Nike, you need another Jordan. You don't, like, you screwed up the Steph Curry thing. Don't screw up the new Steph Curry as far as, like, traction is concerned. And that's kind of where it is, like, that is the point of. Because, look, A'ja Wilson, by the way, to say A'ja Wilson is not marketable is wrong. It is objectively wrong. Nike would not be giving, oh, what the hell happened to my camera? A'ja Wilson a deal if she was not marketable. The difference is, she's not Caitlyn Clark marketable. And that is a fact. That is an actual fact, is that it's not that she's not marketable. There's just a Caitlyn Clark. So, if you are a company looking to go into the WNBA and you are going to put your brand, especially if you're looking to sell a product and you're looking to sell customized products, anything Caitlyn Clark related will sell out in an hour. It doesn't matter what it is. Even if it is a small, like, signature basketball that's purpose is to be a display piece, Caitlyn Clark's will sell out in an hour. A'ja Wilson, this has been up for more than a week. They're still for sale. Angel Reese's are for sale. And I will say, Angel Reese has a different type of draw than Caitlyn Clark. Like, you can see she probably won't sell basketballs as much, but you can guarantee when the Angel Reese Barbie comes out, that will sell like that. So I think when it comes to certain companies, it is about, like, you got to know where to market players and what they're going to sell and what type of products they're going to be able to push. And the thing with A'ja Wilson is that she's just the best. And for people saying, like, oh, she's not marketable, I think eventually she will be. I think it is a case of A'ja Wilson being the best player in the WNBA. And yeah, right now, we're still in the situation where if Caitlyn Clark leaves, the league loses 45% of its viewers. But I think in 3 to 4 years' time, as more people are watching the WNBA, like, A'ja Wilson is a lot more marketable today than she was 3 months ago. And I think in 2 to 3 years, and that's what I think Nike are looking at, is that in 2 to 3 years, she's going to be a huge, huge draw. Because she is, as far as, like, personality goes, A'ja Wilson is marketable. Her game is, look, it's more effective than it is flashy. But if more people are watching the WNBA, again, all the other teams' viewers are going up. The Caitlyn Clark effect is real. It was already going up. Caitlyn Clark shot it up, but other teams are still selling out. The Aces are still selling out. And I think in 2 to 3 years' time, A'ja Wilson will be spoken about. Not like Serena Williams as far as, like, greatness in her sport, but I'm trying to think. Like, a level below that. Like, I think we're going to be talking about A'ja Wilson in the greatest female athletes of all time conversation. And that is the level that I think she's going to be. So I think, like, you're seeing what Nike with the signature shoes with A'ja Wilson is. I'm not sure her first signature shoe sells well. So if I'm Nike, I probably don't make too many of them. But I think her second or third signature shoe will be into sell better than Sabrina's based on her. As long as they're nice shoes, that is. Like, if you, like, I like Giannis's new ones, but if you make them like the freaking Zions, they're never going to sell. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It's a pity. I really hope that the viral tweet saying that they fumbled the bag with A'ja Wilson, and a lot of people being like, well, there is a ball there. Everyone being like, oh, I would have bought this. We all would have bought it straight away. And everyone being like, just go buy it then. I really wish that it had sold out, because if it did sell out, people could say, oh, maybe they just didn't know and Wilson didn't market it enough. But it is just a fact that if a company is looking for guaranteed profits, A'ja Wilson, building a whole, like, signature line around A'ja Wilson, unfortunately, at this moment in time, is not going to do it. I think in the future it probably will, because, look, she's going to be the GOAT. Barring injury, A'ja Wilson will be in that GOAT conversation next year. So, yeah, I think eventually A'ja Wilson will be a brand that will be able to sell and sell pretty big, which is why I think Nike are taking the risk on that. Because at the end of the day, people are like, oh, Nike are just doing it for diversity. No. Nike just see green, especially with the fact that they're in the red big time. They need all they can get. And I think, just like with Michael Jordan, I think, like, it's obviously not going to be Michael Jordan level, but they're seeing an emerging sport. And because you can get a signature deal for A'ja Wilson or a Caitlyn Clark or a Sabrina Ionescu for significantly cheaper than an NBA player, you can see what they're doing.